India is grappling with a severe air pollution crisis. Our cities, especially Delhi, are often shrouded in a thick blanket of smog. This is not just an environmental issue, it's a major public health emergency. The air we breathe is laden with harmful pollutants, especially fine particulate matter called PM2.5. These tiny particles are small enough to penetrate deep into our lungs, leading to a range of health problems. Millions of people in India suffer from respiratory illnesses, heart disease, and even cancer due to air pollution. Children are particularly vulnerable, with air pollution contributing to a high number of deaths among those under 5. The economic costs of this crisis are also staggering, with billions of dollars lost each year due to healthcare expenses and reduced productivity. The situation demands urgent attention. We need to understand the causes of this crisis, its widespread impact, and most importantly, the solutions that can help us clear the air. Our health, our economy, and the future of our nation depend on it. To effectively tackle air pollution, we need to understand its sources. Several factors contribute to the alarming levels of pollution in India. Stubble burning, a common practice in neighboring states like Punjab and Haryana, is a major culprit, particularly during the winter months. Farmers burn crop residue after harvest, releasing massive amounts of smoke and pollutants into the air. Another significant source is vehicular emissions. With millions of vehicles on our roads, the exhaust fumes contribute significantly to the PM2.5 levels in our cities. The industrial sector also plays a role, with coal-fired power plants, steel plants, and other industries releasing harmful pollutants into the atmosphere. Construction activities and waste burning further exacerbate the problem. The dust generated from construction sites and the toxic fumes from burning garbage in landfills add to the already hazardous air quality. Finally, household fuel consumption, particularly the use of wood and biomass for cooking and heating, also contributes to the PM2.5 levels, especially in rural areas. While Delhi often makes headlines for its hazardous air quality, it's crucial to remember that the pollution crisis extends far beyond the capital. Many other cities across India face similar challenges, with industrial hubs and densely populated areas experiencing alarming pollution levels. The problem is further compounded by meteorological factors, particularly during the winter months. Atmospheric stagnation, characterized by a lack of precipitation, weak winds, and limited vertical mixing, traps pollutants near the surface, leading to a surge in PM2.5 concentrations. The Indo-Gangetic Plain, home to a significant portion of India's population, is particularly susceptible to these stagnant conditions. The government has implemented various measures to address the pollution crisis, including the National Clean Air Programme, NCAP, and the Graded Response Action Plan, GRAP. However, these initiatives have yielded limited success, often criticized for being reactive rather than proactive. Temporary measures like school closures and construction halts during peak pollution periods provide temporary relief, but fail to address the root causes. The lack of stringent enforcement of regulations and the absence of a cohesive, long-term strategy continue to hinder progress. Addressing India's air pollution crisis demands a multifaceted, long-term approach that goes beyond temporary fixes. Experts advocate for a comprehensive strategy that targets the root causes of pollution and emphasizes sustainable solutions. Stricter emission standards for industries and vehicles, coupled with robust monitoring mechanisms and penalties for violations, are crucial. Promoting public transportation and encouraging a shift towards cleaner fuel sources, such as electric vehicles, can significantly reduce vehicular emissions. The Airshed approach, which involves regional cooperation and coordination to manage air quality across geographical boundaries, is essential to address the transboundary nature of pollution. Community engagement and awareness campaigns are vital to fostering a sense of responsibility and encouraging individual action. Promoting sustainable agricultural practices, such as reducing stubble burning through alternative methods of crop residue management, is crucial. Ultimately, tackling India's air pollution crisis requires a collective effort. The government, Industries, communities, and individuals must work together to implement sustainable solutions, ensuring a cleaner, healthier future for generations to come.